Hey, what's up guys, UprisingVintage here today with the restoration video. Today we're just going to use pretty simple supplies and materials. We're just going to need a towel, just to put down. Doesn't get all wet. Blow dryer for after when we're done we need a blow dry. We will be using, I prefer Clorox stain remover if you have stains, like especially on white hats. There's dirt, inside sweatband, and then we're going to use a glass. It's 1 7/5 quarts, and I believe that's 1 6/5 liters. So you can get that like pretty much anywhere. We're going to be using laundry detergent. You can come in right there, you can see that. Just any kind of laundry detergent. I prefer the clear ones because if you don't get it all out, it won't show if it's green. It will if you don't get it all out. And then after that, when we're done, if you want to use hairspray or we can use starch, that's up to you guys. But today we're just going to be doing this, I've shown you guys a couple of pictures of it. It's not that dirty, it just has some dirt marks on it. The sweatband's black, so you're not going to be able to tell if there's any sweat in it. But let's get into it. Alright, come over here and show them. What we're going to want to do is fill it up, warm, not hot, because if you put hot and then you put the hot air, it will dry and shrink your hat. What I've seen, this is, something I just put it right there. Make sure you finish that in it. Now just let that soak in there for a little bit. Let it fill up a little bit. If there is stains, come back up. If there is stains on it, like it's a white dome hat or if it has stains, that's when you would use this. If it's just dirt, dirt, dust, little marks on it, maybe pen mark, food marks. Then you would just go with the laundry detergent, and this will also be good for the sweatband, like I said. But I'm just gonna spray a little bit of that on there since there is kind of built up dirt, Spray that on there, all around the hat. Just throw it right back underneath the water. Make sure all the water's filling up the hat. You want to make sure it's really getting wet in there. We don't want half that. So let that fill up. And any parts that don't get wet, you will want to get them wet because if you do half the hat, half hat will go clean, that will be dirty. That's just not good. Alright, after that, turn up the water. See, dip that underneath the water completely. As you can see here, make sure the whole hat's underwater. Let that soak in there for about 5 to 10 minutes. And we obviously don't have 5 to 10 minutes to wait, so this will probably be a half-butt job, but it will come out clean. I promise you guys that. And I will have a results video after this, or picture, on Instagram. But yeah, let it all drain out. What I like to do is just let it sit on top of the sink here for like maybe a minute. Just let it get all the excess water out, and then I'll go back in with the detergent all around the hat, as you can see, all around. You see, everywhere, especially if it's a white hat. You don't want to miss parts on a white hat, because I've done that a couple times actually when, late, or I just don't have the time to do it, I'm doing it in a hurry. I have missed spots, and it looks extremely weird because it'll dry, one part will be white and the other part, it'll be black or whatever, and it's just, yeah. And then, you have to go waste all that material twice to do it again, and it's just make sure you do it right the first time. It's a lot easier. Alright, and the back of this hat wasn't really dirty, but just to let you guys see that I get the whole hat. I'll even do the patches here, do everything. And after that, you see how it's all white. You'll see that the hat turns white because of the soap, obviously. After that, just clean all of that soap off. Make sure it is fully out, because if it's not out, sadly, if you sweat a lot and the soap is not out, it will cause the soap to come out while you sweat, and it doesn't smell good. So you won't want that. You see the bubbles coming out of your head. And what I do when I rinse it out, I use warm water or cold water. You know, it works both ways, but I prefer warm water because it feels like it's really getting the suds out of there under the brim. You know, everything back, everything out of there. Oh, and another thing, if your brim, that's one thing I really struggle with sometimes because, you know, packaging, people just shove it in there. The brim gets bent, you know, squashed, anything like that. And with the brim, what you want to do is just put a towel, pillowcase, a shirt, anything over that, over the brim, and take an iron to it. But make sure the iron is not too hot because it will cause the material to kind of bubble in a way. And that's just not good because then you have to completely change out everything, the fabric, and that's just a whole nother subject. I did that once, wasn't very happy, so I had to change out the whole brim. And you know, it just takes way too much time sometimes. So alright, after we're done with that, you see we'll take our glass container here, turn it upside down, you know, get that. It's still pretty damp, you know, there's still water dripping out of it. I would see, that's where it's my preference. I would go as tight as I can because this, if you go tight and it fits perfectly on the bowl, then you don't have to put in any kind of bags or anything like that, you know. So you see, just completely fit the bowl on there like a head, you know. Just really work it on there to where you like it. And you know, I like my domes to sit pretty high, so I prefer to like pretty high. You see, you know, right there, it looks pretty good to me. So after that, once we get it to where we want it, you know, put that in there pretty good. And once you get it to where you want it, where you like it, that's when we take the blow dryer. Got the blow dryer here. That's where we grab the blow dryer. And this is this I prefer to use the cold air because if you use warm air with hot water, it normally tends to shrink your hat. So try using warm or cold cold air if you have a cold air option. Alright, that's just a little, you know, you guys don't need to see me completely dry it. After it's dried completely, make sure it's completely dry. Take it off. Go ahead and take it off. Let's go put this right here. And, you know, put it to where you normally wear it. You know, look, it looks pretty good. You see? Shape, everything. You see, look it? See that? The reason it's doing that is because I didn't dry out the soap completely. So that's why you want to do that, because if you don't and you do that, you know the soap will come out and then it'll cause water spots or soap spots to where it looks white. After that, we're going to just take cardboard, you know, cut out a cardboard out of a shoebox. I actually prefer shoebox material because it's really firm. It won't get damp if the hat's wet. It'll keep its form. You know, like with the cheap ones, if it gets wet, you know, it starts to form really weird. So I prefer a shoebox. Put that in there. There you go, guys. You know, I do have the cardboard. I have a bunch of them, so just hit me up if we ever make a trade. Ask for a couple, you know, or maybe one, and just copy them onto other ones, and just there you go, guys. Uprising Vintage. That was your restoration, really quick. Thanks, guys. Peace out.